Thank you so much for joining me on my first episode, The Manifesto with Jmali. Today is an amazing day because we are here. We're excited. We're healthy. We're wealthy. We're loved. We're at peace. We're strong, confident, consistent, creative, disciplined, powerful manifestors, and we have favor in our lives. Those are some of the things that wake me up in the morning that I'm grateful for. But on this journey, many a times, a lot of us tend to stop what we're doing. So when I say I am so happy and grateful and thankful that I'm here doing something that I've always wanted to do, and we did it. I have to say, I have to give my testimony. Like, it took a minute to get this together. This is not that easy. But your girl pulled through with the help and knowledge and wisdom of being able to read instructions. But at the end of the day, we're here and I'm excited. Yeah, so thank you for just being here with me. I love to see and look under my comment sections to see how people feel about the topic and what we're talking about today, which is relationships on this day of love, y'all. Yes. We are talking about relationships. A lot of people tend to think of relationships only in the form of, a partner, but we have relationships with our family members. We have relationships with our children. We have relationships with our coworkers, our boss. We have relationships, in other ways on earth. With your dog, you have a relationship. With your cat, you have a relationship. So many ways to look at relationships and the type of relationships that people have. But there's only one way when it comes to dealing with relationships and being successful with them to handle it. My opinion, the steps to that, we're going to get into. We're going to talk about experiences that I've had personally and that I've been privy to with other people in their relationships. And I've taken note from that. I've learned. I've grown. I've healed. Have you? They could be tough. They could be really annoying. They could really hurt, bring pain. So when I'm thinking about a relationship, truly, I'm thinking about that perfect relationship that we all grew up and we learned that at the end of the day, that was just a fairy tale. But see, I live in a fairy tale. Delusions of grandeur all day. And one day I am going to find the prince on the white horse. He's going to be black. Black. No offense to any other races, but yeah, he will be black for sure. And the reason for that being is because it just is. We won't get into that right now. But when you're in a relationship and you're serious about this person, a lot of times I've often thought, why did I stay so long? When you knew that this person wasn't for you, that this person doesn't match your energy or flow or vibe. The Bible often, the Bible says and has been often repeated by many to be evenly yoked. with one when you go into a relationship. That way you dismiss all the mess. I've came to find that even when you're evenly yoked, communication, lack of interest or paying attention to, always feeling like you are the prize, causes relationships to dwindle no matter what, to disappear. So at the end of the day, being equally yoked can help in some fashions, but if you're not communicating properly and paying attention to your partner like they pay attention to you, or even just going through seasons where you're repeating the same actions, giving the same lack of energy over and over, that causes people to say, I'm good, I'm out of here. I've learned that that's the best way for me personally. I can't deal with it because I've dealt with it. I've dealt with the lack and inability to be supportive in all ways. Like I literally would do things to a point where let me see if you're paying attention. And if you're not, I'm outro. Cut them off. It may not happen right then and there, but women put themselves in a place where once we find out like, hey, I'm feeling like you're not vibing with me. I've communicated multiple times, don't do certain things. We should work on this. We should work on that. And constantly you ignore me because you think that I'm a joke. Well, I won't be a joke when my behind is in front of you walking away. All right? All right. You guys are so amazing. But yeah, take people for granted if you want to. This is 2026. We're no longer allowing just any type of energy in our lives. For me personally, no. I don't care who it is, who it may be. It could be the president. It's not happening. It's not happening. It could be Aaliyah coming from death. It's not happening. Absolutely not. I'm going to speak up. And if you're not communicating and listening to me and what I'm saying and how I feel with you and the experiences that we're going through, it is later on. I'll see you when I see you. Gots to go. I can't allow anyone to disturb my peace anymore. I have been so, most of the time I'm at peace. I cause destruction for myself because most of the time I'm creating. And I get frustrated because this may not go the way that I want it to, or this may not show up on time, or, I'm not feeling like a project is going to be finished when I want it to be finished. But somebody else bringing that on in my life due to you being very disrespectful or due to you being annoying in general, it's not happening. I met someone about 2 months ago and it was like a test. I knew it was. This person was delusional. Like I thought I was delusional in a world of delusions, but my delusions surround my creativity and becoming, who I need to be and using my gifts and talents that God has given me to become that. This person was so delusional that their name popped up multiple times with a picture on a group that are from women, is all I'm gonna say. And I didn't even care enough to tell the person because you don't deserve that. I hope to God that every person that runs into you runs for their lives. They this person was so Like when they say self love, that's not what they mean. They mean, taking time to yourself to really work on yourself and elevate. I'm talking about an alcoholic, a liar, a person that what we describe as a bum activities. Like, I ran for my life. You can only lie so much to me. I've been through enough to know when you're lying from the jump. Oh, you want to play? I'm going to play. But I'm at in the season now that if you think you're about to harass me or constantly call me or constantly text me, oh, what? I want to play too. Put me in the game, coach. I'm about to call and get a 50B out on you because you're harassing me. Yeah, stuff like that. Like, uh, oh, I'm about to call your job and let them know. Listen, this person is doing this, that, and the other. I don't think that they're a safe individual for the public. Like, period. You don't harass people just because they don't want to be around you. That is crazy and weird. Stay away from people that do stuff like that. Tip. Yeah, tip. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love the interaction here. And then we have the relationships where the person has no lack of concern. There's no balance, right? They're out there doing what they want to do. They come home at night, get in the bed, and go to sleep. Wake up, take a shower. I'm out. No sense of communication whatsoever. They feel like they don't have to. That is when you need to keep their ass out the house. Excuse my language, but don't be in a relationship with no nigga that do no shit like that. He ain't paying no bills. He just go on his daily and do what he want to do. That is a selfish individual that does not care about nothing. I cannot stand people like that. Like, absolutely not. That's not okay. You don't get to do that. Like, it's a lot of women that experience that. I talk to a lot of women on a daily, and I cannot believe the amount of women that are not saying positive things about their relationships. Like, they're literally saying that y'all men want to be women, and that, oh yeah, he's been looking for a job for 6 months, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna find one. I said, oh my god, you need Jesus. There's nothing I can say to you. She will have to figure that out eventually. That wasn't the case. He knew that you was going to take care of him, so he stayed in the race. Basically, I can't stand men that do stuff like that. Women, you shouldn't do it either. If you are doing it, at least bring something to the table where you're like cooking meals, keeping the house clean, washing clothes, taking care of his kids. If you got kids, your kids, all those things. It should be some type of balance from both partners. But a lot of the time, like I said, it was multiple women saying, hey, my man, he ain't got no job. He's looking for one, and, he stays home and he watches the children. And I'm hoping that he gets a job. He's not. He's not. I'm telling you, he's not, okay? He's not. He's playing games with you. Yeah, he's playing games with you. Yeah, he is. He got to get a step in. If you're paying the bills by yourself, oh, I could do this by myself. He can watch the kids at his mama's house or his daddy's house. Like, not where I'm at. Absolutely not. You have got to pitch in. Everybody has to go to work nowadays. Everybody has to do something that brings in income most of the time, unless you're married to people that, have silver spoons in their mouths, or people that have great paying jobs and careers that it wouldn't make sense if you had children to put them in daycares. But that's not the case with these women that I'm talking to. These women are saying that these guys are, hey, yeah, they've got like 5 or 6 kids, and it's just like, he beats on me if I get mad, and or if I get home like 5 minutes later and I'm like, absolutely not. Like, why are you still there? Are you okay? Like, that's going far. That's going far. Like, absolutely too far. I'm sorry. And then you have those relationships outside of partnerships. You have relationships with your mother, your father, friends, family, all those. Those are more similar in like success rates to me than marriages. All because people aren't intertwined sexually. A lot of times we've all heard that women, once they are intertwined with that man sexually, unfortunately, she might be stuck for a couple of years. That's why it's important to always know who you're dealing with before you even go into something like that. You could easily be stuck, and men now know that, and they're at higher rates trying to get you to sleep with them. So they think that you're gonna fall in love just because they did the act. Yeah, it's things out there that protect us from that now. We don't have to, do that. And if he's getting upset on the first night that he meets you because you don't want to do anything, run for your life. Absolutely run. Run for your life. There's no way. And then you have relationships, the friendship part, where disagreements, other people getting in, including themselves where they were not asked to be included. Why are you talking to me? I'm talking to my friend. You should be quiet at the end of the day. Okay? Quiet. We don't need you interrupting this situation. Okay? Just stay out of my business. This is between me and this person, not you. A lot of the times, with friends, like say if it's two best friends, one may be really outgoing, the other one may not be outgoing like that. And the one that's outgoing, they hang with a lot of people, they allow a lot of people in their space like it's nothing. And sometimes people can cause you and your friend to be like on the outs with the words that they may say, or they may not like, that person that's your best friend. I would never hang with someone that does not like my best friend. I would never hang with someone that doesn't like my sister. Why are you even in my face? What do you want? Now you seem suspicious. Let's talk about that. Because a lot of times I don't think people get it. Like, it's no shade, no tea. Like, I may not have had no run ins to you or have a problem with you. I'm just being honest. I just can't be around you because you don't like my friend. Because maybe 5 years ago, y'all fell out about something. I have nothing to do with that. Absolutely not. But when it comes to my friend, I'm not about to, be around you at all. I would say hello in passing, but that's as far as it goes. And a lot of people in situations like that with friendships, they will try to start mess by being around the person that they don't have a problem with. And if you don't catch that and stop that right then and there, they could ruin y'all's relationship big time. I've seen it done multiple times. Like, how evil do you have to be to do something like that? I remember when I was doing um, virtual assistants. I had a business where I was a virtual assistant, made absolutely no money from it. The person that was supposed to be doing, I was supposed to be getting paid from by doing work, marketing, promoting, website building, all that stuff. They talked so much about what they were going to get and do. And it was like 2, 3 weeks went by. Like, I'm doing all this work. Where's my money? This is my first time not knowing about contracts and things of that nature. But Little did I know they were friends with people that I did not like. I did not know that. I'm in the business. I'm not thinking about that when it comes to clients. I'm just doing what I got to do, which is show up. So we have this big event, and then all that was in the room were people that I didn't like. I said, after that, I said, oh, don't worry. At this point, I feel like you knew. You knew. A lot of people are that messy, because it was told to me that, the person that was in the room that I didn't like, they had put something on social media after the event to confirm what I was saying. I said, oh, they're so immature. That is the most low vibrational stuff in the world. And I look at people like that do stuff like that. You're slow. You're very slow. Like something's wrong with you mentally to do something like that. Like you don't know me from a can of paint. You don't know me. And I don't want to get to know you. Your spirit isn't right. So people get kind of upset about things like that. But she really got upset because, come to find out, the girl that I was around that did not have anything to do with my business is just someone that I had met, and we took a picture together, and the girl thought I was hanging with her, and she was sleeping with her boyfriend or something. It was just a whole bunch of mess, but I didn't even know what was going on. So you can really get entangled in some stuff that don't have anything to do with you, and people will read it the wrong way. Am I going to go explain myself? Absolutely not. I'm just going to move forward and not deal with y'all anymore, period. Like, it's a lot of people that portray to be, very financially stable on earth, but you're not. You're far from it. And when you can't pay for services, don't say yeah, because it's going to get worse moving forward. But relationships, like I said, they're very important. We all have different types of relationships. There's not one perfect one on this earth, and we all work towards having greater relationships. So when you are in a relationship, or today you're spending time with your loved one, take extra time to show them how much you love them. Show them how much you appreciate them if they're the person in the relationship that brings the most positive energy and they're okay doing that. Show them that love today. And that's all on this day of love. Thank you so much for joining me. This is episode 1, and there's more to come. That's why you got to subscribe so you know when I post. You all enjoy love, peace, and happiness. Thank you.